Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Alright. Hello, everybody. It is the first day that drafting Throne of Eldraine is here. Not the best of one, just fine. It's just the best of three. But that's kind of what I like playing anyway, so the best of one just makes for quicker stream cycles. If that makes sense. So yeah, Eldraine, pretty fun set. I have liked what I have seen and played with it, so I'm excited. I have not played any limited with it. I was sadly unable to make it to a pre-release last weekend for the first time in a while. So this will be my first interaction with it as far as limited goes. So yeah. What else can I say about Eldraine? I think we'll probably talk about different mechanics of Eldraine as we get to them. But yes, hello, Tallow, Bernard, Copperpopper, Hydrate. Glad you're all here to make it. Let's just jump right on in now that people are here. Indeed. Alright. So, first things first, our rare is a mythic, Robber of the Rich. Whenever Robber of the Rich attacks, if defending player has more cards in hand, exile the top card of their library, you may cast that card and spend them. Okay. Cool, cool. So this is like a theft, any turn you attacked with a rogue. He's got reach too, which is strange. Alright. Righteousness, a reprint. Oh, Strange MD, thank you for the sub. What else do we have? Skullknocker Ogre, card I'm not very impressed by. Edgewall Innkeeper, who's our good friend. Beloved Princess. Actually pretty good for throwing buffs on. Searing Barrage. I think this removal is a little, like, not the greatest, but it gets the job done well. Like, I like the triple red on it being like, okay, now it's a burn spell on top. We got the Witch. The Witch is apples to skulls. You can sack food and make your opponent eat it. So, Forever Young is actually a really good recursion piece in that it can make your draws live a lot more than you thought. It is cheap. Usually, I think this effect we've seen at 3 in the past, but at instant. The Wishful Merfolk, a cool take on the, you know, obviously the Little Mermaid style story. Trapped in the Tower. This is removal. This is like a pacifism. Like, specifically, it's arrest. But if whatever you arrested ever jumps, they can just leave. Because you can just fly out of the tower. Thrill of Possibility is a really, really good card, as it is a upgrade on Tormenting Voice. Instant speed, Tormenting Voice. Ghost Boars are fine. Oh, look! The tokens actually flip between what tokens they make. That's nice. Because gaining flight, remove the tower. Yes, if you gain flight, you leave. Because the aura no longer can legally enchant you. So this is not a with foolproof removal. Jousting Dummy is a knight. Maybe thank you for the sub as well. And the Lockwayne Gargoyle. Pretty decent defender. Alright, I think I'm interested in seeing how Robber of the Rich works. The other cards in here I think are pretty cool are Tempting Witch, Innkeeper, and Trapped in the Tower. I think those four are the ones that I'm specifically looking at and thinking like, yeah, that's nice. That's cool. Innkeeper, because Innkeeper's very cheap and card draw on top. Tempting Witch, because this is very good reach. Trapped in Tower is pretty good removal. I don't know how good. We'll have to see. And Robber of the Rich just feels like the most interesting. We need to play Theft with our opponent. It's Robin Hood, you know. I don't think we have any other rogues around in the world. Anyway, let's go ahead and pick this up, see where we lead. Alright, we've got Mysterious Pathlighter. Each creature has an adventure. Comes in with +1/+1 counter. Here we have an adventure card, so I can kind of explain these. Adventure cards, while they're in your hand, you can cast either side. You can cast you can cast Lonesome Unicorn, or you can cast Rider in Need. If you cast the adventures part, it then exiles, and you can cast the creature. So, effectively, you can either cast the creature, or you can cast the sorcery, then the creature. So, that's kind of your options. So Mysterious Pathlighter just hands off +1/+1 counters to all these, no matter if you adventured or not. Also, this is just a powerful 2/2 flyer for 3. So that's nice. Skull Knocker Ogre I don't like. Rampart Smasher I do like. I like that a lot, actually. That's big. What if big? Ooh. What else do we have? Adamant. Adamant is spend triple color on a spell, so triple white gets you a 3/6. Pretty good. Lost Legion, I think, is actually a really strong one if you've got the double black for it, as the defensive body and the scry feel good. Here you get a 3/3 owl. It says human, but I see an owl. I guess the paladin is the person riding the owl. Return to nature. Got some mice. And the Steel Gaze Griffin. When you draw your second card each turn. So this effect, the draw your second card each turn, is a blue-red effect. We're going to see it on a number of blue and a number of red cards and a number of multicolor cards. And things like Tome Raider and the aforementioned instant Tormenting Voice are on plan there. Anyway, my gut... So, I think Pathlighter, this Griffin, and Rampart Smasher are the 3 that speak to me. There's also a world where Lost Legion's probably okay, but that's just okay. I'm gonna pick up the Smasher. I'm gonna see if, like, either Red Smash or Red-Green Smash works out. Like, let's go aggressive. We'll see how this plays. Rally for the Throne. Sure. Ooh, okay, Adversary. 5 mana for the Steel Gaze Griffin feels a little steep. The thing is, when it's active, it's a 4/4 flyer for 5, which is well worth what you pay. Okay, Adversary is part of a cycle of, like, color dislikers, self-color dislikers. This one is really good on either side, honestly. I'm fine paying 4 for this. We got Bird. We got Mantle of Tithes, which can move around. It's actually pretty cool. Secret Keeper. This is a merfolk who is definitely a dredge card. We have this turtle. I respect this turtle. It's a good turtle. Gets the turtle. It gets the job done. Non-human is a clause you're going to see a lot of in this. Moonlit Scavengers. Wow, expensive rogues. If you control an artifact or enchantment, you get a 4/5 with a bounce. Sure, that's fine. It's a little expensive, but gets the job. Is that a tiny net? Uh-oh. Wicked Guardian shocks one of your own creatures to draw a card on come in. Rimrock Knight. Ooh, this might be fine too. Because this is, so okay, here's the trick about Rimrock Knight. That trick kind of sucks, right? 1 red for +2/+0 ain't great if that was all the card was. But +2/+0 in addition to a 3/1 that can't block. Now that's something I can get behind. If we have some first strike maybe, or we don't even need to use it. We can just play it. Calcium Strength, this Dwarf Knight is very aggressive. Copper Bumper says, I'm glad we're getting more dwarves. That's actually part of one of the conceits of this set is this non-human tribal. And I think that's actually a really smart choice because it lets them print dwarves. It lets them print merfolk, turtles, griffin, you know, all these things. Now, I think the question here is Rimrock versus Occam. Really, the question is, do I want green or do I want to try out just red? Red looks a little cut here. I'm still going to be fine playing the Rimrock Knight as an aggressive body. The beatdown starts early, starts often. Yeah. And then this one here, Garen Brigg. The Garen Brigg Squire. Whenever I see Garen Brigg, I think Garen Big. And it's like a Garen that's just huger. This one's a fine bear. I think I'm going to pick the Occam. I feel like Gruul is a good combo here. We can get some card. If we have multiple cards and get us card advantage, that's sweet. Alright, I don't really care about... Again, Skullknocker Ogre I think is actually an actively bad card. I don't like its effect. When Skullknocker Ogre deals damage to opponent, that player discards a card at random. If they do, they draw. I feel like because you kind of have to show them you're playing a Skullknocker, like, they just get to use that as all upside. I don't know. I don't want to make my opponent draw. Animating Fairy, I actually think this card's incredibly powerful. Why? Why would animating artifacts be very powerful? Well, because there's a lot of food. And if we have a lot of food around, well then, you know, we can have a really good... Oh wow, this is actually really good. You can turn it into 4/4s and then also play your Windrake. So, Selfless Squire is... Silver Flame Squire is a fine adventure. It's got a decent trick that's a little expensive, but you get a piker with it. Youthful Knight. Youthful Knight. Reckless Charge. Reckless Charge. I don't think we want to blow your house down. I'm going to pick up the Mara Leaf Rider. And we're going to go ahead and keep on this Gruul plan. Alright, Flaxen Intruder. That thing seems fine to me. Has a 1-drop. There are a lot of enchantments and artifacts around, so the removal could get the job done. What else do we have, though? We got Big. Yeah, blue-white seems like an option, a pretty hefty option if we didn't go with the Robber. If we had a lot of choices and a couple Windrakes and some decent flyers. Insatiable Appetite is a good trick. It's Giant Growth, that can be +5. The Intruder's just something like if it's late game, we get bears. Maybe I want the big. Maybe I want Tree Folk. Yeah, I think that might be fine. So, it's this trick that's actually worse because it is reversed. One of my favorite tricks in the game is Coat with Venom, which is +1/+2 Death Touch. This card's actually worse because it gives +2/+1 because it's harder to have your creature live. Obviously, it deals 1 more point of damage, which might be better, but... Whenever a knight enters the battlefield, untap Brimstone Trebuchet. So we got 1 knight. Kind of like it. The cabin makes food. Making food ain't bad. I don't really like the rest here. Embereth Paladin is fine if is like hasted Cobble Brood. That's like okay. Triple red is a bit of an ask. How many knights are we gonna end up with? Is Brimstone Trebuchet fine enough for that? Kind of like that sort of like recurring damage source. The problem is it doesn't work on itself, but it's not the worst thing. Ooh, Joust. Choose target creature you control, target creature you don't control. Creature you control gets +2/+1 if it's a knight, and then fight. Barge in is a pretty cool trick for non-humans. +2/+2 on an attacker, then trample your non-human team. Something like Rampart Smasher and the Tree Folk could heavily use that. Crystal Slipper hands off +1 in haste. I think it's between Joust and Barge in. Barge in is going to be an aggressive trick, and we only have one human right now, so that's not like a huge loss. Otherwise, the Joust. Like, the Joust gets better if we end up with more things like Marleaf Rider, or just other knights in general. So knight colors are effectively red, white, black. So because we're in green and red, we're not likely to see a ton. That's why I was yeah on that. I think I'm okay picking up the Barge in. Also, this glass casket that has like a little fox in it. Pretty great. This is good removal. Again, white-blue, probably a very powerful deck for this table. Attacking non-human creatures you control have +1/+1 trample. Okay. Huh. Wolverine! When you draw your second card each turn, it gets +1/+1 and first strike. Hengewalker is a 3/3 if you're monocolor. That's about it. Could kind of keep with that ferocity and like, I like handing off trample to some of these big things. Like, trample on Rampart and trample on Tuinvale is really good. So maybe that's where we're at. Skullknocker Ogre is the card our deck is playing. Oh boy. I'll take one of these for the board. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and sideboard some cards I don't care about. Alright. Lockmere Serpent. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. Lockmere Serpent's huge. That's a 7/7 for 6 with Flash. Just, you know. Literally a 7/7 for 6 with Flash. Also has 3 other positive effects. Second Island for unblockability, second Swamp to draw a card, and gain a life. And you can exile 5 cards from your opponent's graveyard to recur it to your hand. Pathlighter, Drown in the Lock, which is removal or counterspell based on cards in the opponent's grave. Memory Theft, which is either discard or get rid of adventures. Sorry, both. Scorching Dragonfire is good removal. Redcap Raiders is also is probably an aggressive creature I want to have in this deck. Plays with the non-human stuff. Can tap like our Trebuchet or whatever. I like Scorching Dragonfire. Sorry, Lockmere Serpent. This card's way strong. Way too strong. But like we're already super committed, and I don't want to sidestep 2 colors at this point in the draft. We'll take removal and move on. The Once and Future King. Return a card. Oh, more Scorching Dragonfire. Return a card to your hand, one on top. If you play triple green, you get all. So we have the combo here, which is Conrad with Forever Young. Conrad says whenever another creature dies, creature goes from a graveyard from anywhere, or a creature leaves your graveyard, deals the damage to each opponent, and Forever Young just picks them all up. I like more Scorching Dragonfire, though. Ah, you're crazy about. Thank you for the sub. The Rider's also good. Don't really know if I care about Spore Cap Spider, but I like more tiny removal. We want more aggressive creatures. Mana Leaf Rider is probably just fine to pick up here. What's Elite Hunter do? 2/3 Menace for quad red. Triple red, sack another creature, artifact, 2 damage to a creature, Planeswalker, 2/3 Menace. I'm not super into that because I'm not red enough for that. Probably another Mara Leaf Rider is good. Again, it's a fine aggressive creature. If we can make some food, we can make it force blocks. Elite Headhunter looks like 1/3 of a Dark Souls boss. Yeah, I would almost like, it's like a Shadows of Yharnam or whatever, right? Prophet ain't bad if it comes back. Yeah, I think it's fine. Gets the job done. Alright, let's get more aggression going. Another Scorching Dragonfire. The Bog Naughty loves food and uses it. Garen Big Carver has a good trick and a bad body. Egg. Rosethorn Acolyte is a funky Monorit. And also is, taps for any color. One more. Honestly, I think I'm just fine with the most Scorching Dragonfire. If we can just burn everything out of the way and then attack with aggressive creatures, I'm okay with that. Another Trebuchet. Rosethorn Halberd. Comes into play, attach it to a non-human, 5 to equip. That's probably fine. I think almost our entire deck is non-humans right now. So that hides very well. Garen Big Paladin. Ooh, Garen Big Paladin gets real big. So Adamant makes it a 5/5? Wow, okay. I'm okay with that, yeah. Ooh. Talk about good comments here in green. Good. Like, make a food and a 4/4 with trample. Another throws. Ooh, fling. Just fling. We got bodies that might make that matter. I think the opposite would be picking up more Mara Leaf. Or like Curious Pair, but Mara Leaf seems more like what we're doing. I think I'm okay having one fling. Ooh, Gingerbrute. Yeah, get in there, Gingerbrute. Food Golem. Maybe I just go in with like the Rosethorn Halberds on Gingerbrute. Kind of like these Halberds. They're like unholy strength, but they stick around, And yeah, that's expensive, but like I like that they stick around. They give me something to do. Alright, Redcap Weasel. Wow, Witch is really good. Smitten Swordsmith is really good. Fairy Guide Mother is fine, because that jump matters more than you think. Gingerbread Cabin. I'm actually fine with the Crashing Drawbridge, because that's like 2 mana your team has haste. Okay. Alright. So in here, we've got Flaxen Intruder, and Gargoyle. That Gargoyle's incredible. So yeah, there was definitely a very powerful blue-white deck, or blue-black-white deck in here. But we're not playing that, so that's okay. Maybe I want an Insatiable Appetite. Maybe I want Flaxen Intruder. It's a human, so like some of our stuff doesn't work. But, like, I want to have some early drops. Maybe I just want Rosethorn on that? Or Insatiable Appetite. Because, like, we have a couple... Let's actually take the Appetite. Okay, Witch's Vengeance. This is a constructed card. Name a creature type -3/-3 them. You're naming knights. 4 damage to target creature, planeswalkers, if a you sack a land. Huh. Okay. And more Embereth Paladins. Is it fine? Am I fine sacking a lamp? I feel like that might still be okay. Like, obviously you don't do that, like, on turn 2. Also, what is with this art? Is it just me, or does that head look incredibly photoshopped on? I don't know. That head looks incredibly photoshopped on. We have these, like, you know, fantasy goblins with a lot of shadows, and then we just have, like, some dude's face. I don't know, it looks really out of place. One more early drops. Outmuscle. Outmuscle's pretty good. Same with Knight Errant. Bacon to a pie. I like this card a lot. Lucky Clover. Hell yeah. Outmuscle, I think, is fine because, like, we have some creatures this works well on. And if you pay triple green, you get the indestructibility. Dwarven Mine. 7 dwarves. Wildwood Tracker. I actually like Wildwood Tracker a lot. So this is going to only be the first of our 7 dwarves, so, like, you know, probably not going to be doing too much. But, like, Wildwood Tracker just wants us to control another non-human, and that's, like, 80% of our deck, right? Like, Tombsvale Treefolk. Probably take another one of these big Treefolk, call it good. I don't mislike the Signpost Scarecrow either. Thing's big. Thing's got a decent defensive body. Lets us play things like Prophet or Garenbrig on time. Another Fling. Wolf's Quarry. Curious Pair. More flinging? More flinging. Oh, well, I don't care about that much flinging. That's too much flinging. Tournament grounds. Oh, God, too much flinging. Take the Halberd instead. Sure. Actually, I'm fine with Flaxen Intruder. Fell the Pheasant for the board. Ah, this is a card I was fine playing, like, just kind of on its own, so that's nice. Alright, so now we have a deck to build. I feel like ours is a little underwhelming. The direction it took was not as powerful as we would have liked. It had some good synergies I like with, honestly, like, it has a lot of the non-human stuff that the Ferocity and the Rosethorn Halberds will help out. So let's play the Bar Jam, let's play the Melee. I don't know if I want the Weasel Cap. Robber of the Rich is fine, all the Scorches are good. Ferocity, and then let's... I don't know if I want that. Halberd, Tracker. Play the Appetite, because, like, we have some good targets for that. Iron Big, and Smasher. The curve looks awful. Oh, that curve is dreadful. How do I fix that up? 1, 2, 4, huh? Funnily enough, one of the cards that might help me out is actually this Crushing Drawbridge. Like, giving haste to our 4-drops seems a pretty helpful thing to do. So, like, maybe over the Skull Knocker, or... Is it that's secretly good from adventure. I don't know which card you're referring to. I am fine taking that out, putting it in the drawbridge. Oh no, we have like no adventures other than like these 6 drops that don't really help. It's not like we have any. I think that's actually the only adventure in the deck. One thing about the adventure, if it gets countered, you get owned. Don't let the adventure card get countered. Do I want Fling in here? There's an argument to be made for Fling because we have like Halberds, +5/+5, like things like that might want the Fling. And even just like Fling a 2-in-Veil Treefolk could get the job done. Is there a worse card? Could sideboard the red cap melee. We try that? Yeah. Alright, we'll play the cabins. Just because I want to... I think... Oh, actually, we only have one... No, we have a couple food likers. Mara Leaf Riders could like food. Insatiable Appetite could like food. And I think that's it, actually, though. We don't have a lot of food likers that actually could harm us. Not too much. Like, I can probably just play one untapped on 1 and then untapped on 2 and we're okay. We'll try it out. Okay. Alright, let's ride. We got some food, we got some beatdown. Alright, let's go ahead and play first. Yep, this hand looks really, really, really bad. Three uncastable spells and then 2 more uncastable spells. Alright. Is the 5 gonna look any better? Like... We put a forest down on bottom, we keep this. I'm on the play, I basically can't do anything for 3 turns, then our beatdown deck fails to beatdown. Fine. Alright. We have 1 card. It's the 1 card beatdown. Can you stop this? Here we go. All right, bad news. They've demonstrably stopped our beatdown. We have been stuffed. Okay. Sure, removal plus mana. Uh-huh. Oh, hell yeah, here we go. The beatdown continues. It's all about this weaselback red cap. Sadly, our fling is at the bottom of our library. That would be a very good way for us to be able to get out of this game, would be like fling for 8. Okay, that's one blocker. They need one more. That's not enough blockers to finish this. Okay, that's 2 of that same card, huh? Alright. Oh, here we go. Alright. Only one thing to do. Oh. Put our opponent to 5. Okay, these do lifelink. So they can tap my creature with the spinning wheel. It's probably just a good play. The buff. Alright. Oh my god. Is that what we call lethal? Volume 1. Yeah! Thanks, Goblin. Foblin. Alright, our deck is good at, the beatdown. That mulligan worked out for us. Okay, let's, anything else? I like these halberds a lot. I like the tracker. I'm just looking to see if there's any other, like, changes I would make. Things I'd be fine playing, things I would not be fine playing, etc. Do I want less fling, more fling? Do I want the more fling? Yeah. Keepable 7. Alright, you know what? Let's ask for little things first. You're right, Huzzah. It's the little things. Very stunned at the power of that. I guess that's a very good reason to make mulligans like we did, where, like, our deck is an aggressive deck, and knowing what our deck needs to... God damn it. Knowing what our deck needs to do really colors the choices we need to be making, right? Like... I'm on the draw. I've got 2 Scorching Dragonfires. I've got 9 green sources in the deck. If I try to keep this, I'm gonna lose from not drawing one of our 9 green, because it's 9 and 33 3 times. That's a 20... It's about a 28%. If we do draw green, everything is on. 2 Unveil Tree Folk with the Marleaf Rider is pretty cool. Stop! Okay. Clearly our lack of fixing is actually pretty bad. I think I don't want... Insatiable Appetite's gonna be really good, especially with Ferocity. What do I not want here? Scorch? Scorch was really good, though. Let me get rid of the trick. We have more of these. Okay, they got Tournament Grounds. They didn't show a lot of reason for that in their deck. Okay. Release the drawbridge. Get in! Fires of Yavimaya 4-2! Okay, so they're off black. Yeah! That's exactly the sort of thing I was noticing. I think we kill that and we keep moving. Just keep attacking. We have Ferocity. Okay, there's their actual black mana. So now they're not off black. Does this fix? Okay, this does fix. Egg can fix. So they can cast a double black spell if they want to cook into a pie or something like that. Reeve Soul. Okay. Well, I sure am glad my attacker has 5 power, then. What's this, minus X, minus X? Oh, just eat it. Eat the food. Sure. That's actually probably a good idea, seeing as I'm literally holding the fling to kill you. Now, this ogre can hand off Menace to other knights. So... seems like that'll get things rolling. Can you stop me? Alright, yeah, we have no idea what their hand holds. 6 cards, they had mana fixing, they could have played anything, and they chose nothing. Well, I'm glad they couldn't kill our like, creature there. Because it had the, a Johnny Mirror. The John. John versus a John. Yes, I'd like to play first. We are the beatdown. Actually, I'm okay with this hand. It's got both colors. I like the drawbridge. That makes this hand faster. Drawbridge, I think, is really cool. I think Fires the Yavimaya is a fine card at 2 without the pump. So... always bet on a Johnny. Yep, that's a good choice. I can abide by that. Creature on top. The blue one of these seems really strong. That like recurs instance. It seems a little over. Oh, are we getting drawbridged out? No, we're not. Oh, yeah! Ho, ho, ho. Prepare for a force. Sure. Can't be blocked by knights. I'll allow this trade. Because I'd like the clearer board a little better. Oh boy, Keep crushing. Oh, this deck is really good at being the beatdown, let me tell you. Very impressed by this. This is a lot better than I thought it was going to go, you know? I'm gonna play the Ferocity in case they have removal. That way they have to remove. Like if they have removal for 1. Now here's the secret about the drawbridge. That's a colorless card. I feel like the aggro this thing hands off is really scary. You know? There are likely other colors that can benefit from having an 0/4 to stop aggression that also want haste. Seems better than for... The thing is, as we did see, it is vulnerable. Removal can kill it. You know, it's a double-edged sword, let's call it. That said, it's a pretty nice double-edged sword, if you ask me. Do a sweet jump off the open half of the bridge. Hell yeah, that's what it does. See, Fervor is a card I always loved. The Fervor that people tend to think of is called Fires of Yavimaya. That was a card from Invasion that gave haste and could sack for +2/+2. It was played in some very, very strong constructed decks. Saproling Burst, Blastoderm. There's also the Riot Fervor in the most recent, one of the most recent Rav sets. That one hasn't seen as much play, but Fires is the card things have been... Alright, that's pretty simple to me. Uh-huh. Wow, this is bad. This deck has some definite mulligan issues. I didn't realize how much. Okay, I'll take that, though. No attacks. I actually value this card a lot because of the... We need to pump. All 3 color knights. You got it, boss. They have a trick. Don't know what it is, but they have something there. They were like normal passing. I'm worried. I could have went for the pump, but if they counter it with a burn spell, I get locked out. There we go. Okay. Ain't a lot of things. We are in round 2. We won round 1 off of some incredibly aggressive plays. We've mulliganed a ton. That's sort of where we're at. So they played Sir Eldraine, which is +1/+1 your team on attack. First strike 4/4. Which is very good. We'll be able to attack over that. 4 cards left in hand. One of them's a pump spell or a burn. I think it might be the 3 damage burn. But they didn't use it. I don't know. If they attack with a Lion's Claw, I get to crack back for a lot. So that looks good for me. If they don't crack in with a Lin, I actually don't think I can crack in because, like, a Lin with a trick is auto-eating things. Sure, I'll discard my 1 card. Thank God you didn't hit me with that on a turn where it was relevant. Like, holy shit. Okay, any draw is live here because land gets me Tree Folk, and that can't be blocked by your board, huh? Oh, sorry, can be blocked by Human Soldier. You're not a knight. Worth noting. Anyway, Rampart Smasher is a good way to open this game right the hell up. Yeah, there's actually a really good discard spell that's like, look at target player's hand, discard a card, and then also get rid of their adventure. It's the same cost as Coercion, it's just Coercion. So I think that card's really strong. If they've got Joust, they can trade with Rampart Smasher. They'd have to trade a Lin for it. I think that'd be bad. Okay. So I think they have burn for 3 damage. That's why I'm playing around here. They might have Death Touch Trick, but I think they would have... I don't know, they might have Death Touch Trick here. Or they might just want to conserve their life total. I think Death Touch Trick makes sense. Outflank? Okay, that deals 2 damage. Do you have a double outflank? What? Oh, wow! Alright! You got it, boss! I'll take the 3 for 1, thank you very much. Okay, I get to cycle an egg. So the Tree Folk gets to come down next turn and attack. Because... oh, they can activate that. That actually does stop my attack, unless they just want to kill my red cap. If they kill my red cap right now, I'd be fine with that. The stupidest thing I think they could do would be, like, attack with a Lin. Evening out the mulligan. Okay, I disagree with this. I'm about to be beating you down for, like, 1 billion damage. I disagree. I know you can kill my red cap, but, like... hoofa. The threat of this blocking stops so much damage. Play a 2/2, no text pass, please. Are you 7? 7, okay. Alright. It's fine. Goodbye, Weasel Cap. Let's play our Tree Folk and attack for 6. Like, here's the beatdown. That's actually a very dangerous threat here, the Tuinville Tree Folk. Okay, they can play their adventure creature. It's a 4/5 on the ground. Can fly on attack if I have 2 or fewer cards. Okay. Interesting. So I can force Marley Rider to be blocked by Reaper of Night. That would force both Reaper Knight and a Lin to block there. That would get in for 6, put my opponent to 3. don't know if I'm willing to do that, though, because, like... Well, the problem there is they have the food up, so, like... It becomes hard to get in. I'm gonna try this. So Reaper Knight has to block Marleaf, so does Alin. They take... damage doesn't matter, first strike will get rid of that. And now we have our opponent on 1 strike dead from the Tree Folk. Even if they gain 3 life off of a Golden Egg, they will die to the Tree Folk getting in. So now we just need to figure out how to pull that off. Our trample trick would be a good one. Bognaughty, they can sack a food for -3/-3, which they do not have the mana for at the moment. I think Fling's on the bottom of our library again. Is that how that card's sitting? Usually it's sitting on the bottom of our library. Okay, let's equip. No real... I'm not presented with any attacks I like, so I'm not going to. The Bognaughty represents a clock, and not a very, and a pretty bad one for us as well, because, like, the Reaper can come with it on the kill turn. So it's a 4-turn clock, Bognaughty 4 times with Reaper on the final hit, which means we have 3 rounds to draw something relevant. Oathsworn Knight, sure. It's irrelevant body on the ground is kind of what I'm seeing. You've cut my leg off. Okay. Yep. Okay, that. Whoa, all in is in? I guess they have the Bognaughty to -3 to Unveil Tree Folk, so I can't just take the free block on all in. I could put Crashing Drawbridge in front, or I could just take... The problem with taking 4/4/5 here is I die very quickly. I feel like that's what I have to do, though, right? Like, if I block all in, I go to 7. If I don't, I go to 3. But if I draw a hasted creature, I might be able to win. So let's not block. If they have a pump spell for 3 damage, I die. If they have a burn spell for 3 damage, I die. No reason to worry about those, though, because if they have those, we lost in combat anyway. I need to draw... Fling would be great. So they can gain 3 life and prevent 3 damage with the Naughty. That was on the short list of cards that might be able to get us in there. I think that actually gets it. Yeah. Because they can't sack this food twice, they can only sack the food once. So, 10 damage trample, you're at 3, you gain 3, you go to 6, you take 6 trample, or you -3/-3, you take 7 -4, 3, die. So, this is lethal. Barge in doing so much work. Finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Instant trample on instant speed combat tricks tend to get people, yeah, especially on +2/+2. Alright, hey, we got no game adversary. We got doubles. I'll take that. Oh, our deck is really good at theft. Might want a second fling with how good at theft our deck is. Maybe just the one. I'm thinking I'm okay with this. Let's roll with it as is. I think our deck has a... The thing is, Fling's really good with Giant Growth. Right? Like, if I have +5/+5 and Fling, whoa, you know? 299, born in the year 19299. I'd like to play first, and I'd like a keepable 6. I will accept a keepable 7, though. Please play a green 1-drop. I don't think it's possible or probable, but you could do it. It'd be nice. Oh yeah, Righteousness being printed with Fling. There's the Bartender, there's the Goldilocks, there's the one that likes non-humans. It's possible. Goose? Honk. Honk, honk, honk. Honk. Okay. No goose time. So I'm gonna try to bait out like like maybe one of those, that +2/+1 lance or something like that. Okay, nothing like that. Maybe we'll find a better target. Another dwarf. Awkward. You don't find a green creature. Okay. Damn. So they... Oh! It turned to green! Ha ha! Okay, well I'm gonna play Rampart Smasher first anyway. Now you don't have your removal for... Now you don't have Kenrith's Transformation on my Rampart Smasher. You gotta deal with a real 5/5. It's a real 5/5. For you. For Jim Booney only. It's a 5/5. It's a free 5/5. Steal a human, huh? The 5/5's free! If I had drawn a land, the game would have ended right there. Damn. If I had drawn, yeah, if I had drawn, yeah, because that would have been 10, 20, right? So I'm gonna play this, and then I'm gonna leave up Insatiable Appetite. Really like this dragon. 5 mana. Green, red, red. Kill it. Yep, that's fine. That resolves. I need a land. Any untapped land will do. Ooh, if they don't block, I don't need a land. Did they kill me? 7, I'm at 12. Even if they have Fling, they can't kill me. They have Giant Growth. They would need... Oh, I'm so sorry. You thought you were the aggressor here, huh? I have some bad news about which one of us was the aggressor and which one of us was not. Too easy. Repookin! There we go. Look. This deck's so good at this bullshit. I actually want the red cap melee in this fight. It's probably better than a Scorching Dragonfire. Like, because it's 1 mana less. They played a lot of red creatures we can hit with that. The only other thing we could do is we could Morphling. Morphling. Again, our deck feels like it only needs the one. Let's rely on it. Because the second fling is superfluous. You never want to draw a second fling, you only want one fling. Specker, thank you very much for the sub. Opponent goes first. I'm gonna believe in this one. It's probably a mistake. Again, it's 9 and 33 3 times, and any lands turn on our smashers. Okay, we got 2 removal spells. Alright, ship it. Yeah, okay. We're gonna pay for that mulligan choice. Danger mode. Uh-oh. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh my god, we're trying so hard. Okay, finally. Okay. We're getting there. We found green. We can Ogre Knight to Menace. We can start playing our 5/5s. Our opponent has yet to damage us. We've spent every removal piece in our deck. They can loot cards or dual cards away. Their choice. Adamant Fire? No, the Raging Redcap. Alright. Ah, they had their own out muscle. Alright. That's fine. We just need to draw a land for the 5/5. And nope. Okay. 2 turns to live. If I can draw a land for the 5/5, I can stop the bleeding. Because here comes us going to 8. Yep, they just get to discard cards to draw all they want because, you know, it's free. Alright. Anyway, I paid for that mulligan decision pretty swiftly. I kind of want the third Scorching Dragonfire in the deck now that I've seen their deck a lot more. Because they've shown a lot of things that just die to this. Even their top end dies to that card. So we kind of want more of that in here. Out Muscle's okay. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe Out Muscle's okay as our like top end killer. We get rid of the Appetite. We keep Bargen. They don't have many. They have one flyer they've shown us. It's not enough for that. Alright. Let's roll on in for round 3. We're on the play. We're gonna mull the 6. Keep a passable 6 that has a 2-drop. We'll be able to cast that 2-drop. Oh, even better. This rider gets the job done. I like it. Okay, they mulled the 6. Alright, we got our first Scorch. That's really good because we can play that on 3 for free. It does not slow our turn at all to play that on turn 3. So if they play a 2-drop, that would block this. Okay, I think... Nope. Let's get in. Sweet, now I can Dragonfire their 3-drop, play Smasher, attack them to 10, and then have them lethal next turn. This is limited. This is limited. I'm drafting. This is my draft deck. My opponent's dead 3 ways from Sunday next turn. I don't think they can stop us. Like, I just barge in plus fling on the Rampart Smasher. Like, they're just gone. Like, what stops that? That sure don't. Some... Ah. Alright then. Like, our deck has just an incredible propensity to murder our opponent. Like, if they miss a step. Like, I think if they needed to play a 2-drop and a 3-drop on Kurth, and then they would have been able to, like, trade with my 5-2, and then died on turn 4 anyway. I'm gonna try it because we got the Dumb Robber of the Rich. Maybe that'll help us out. So they need to have more cards in hand. Ooh, alright. So the thing about this is it says cast. So we can't steal land. We can only steal spells. So, you may cast. That is not play, that is cast. Oh, well, rip every single plan I ever had forever. Alright, let's just get the Wildwood Tracker going. I'm playing the Tracker because that lets me play the Scorching Dragonfire on their 3-drop, in case they play, like, Food Liker for 3. 4... Wow. Oh, wow, you missed a land drop there, too. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's book it. Beatdown commences. We stole their swamp off the top of their deck, and now they're screwed. Goose honk in the distance. So our hand's just removal forever. Gonna go ahead and play it. Oh no, this is just control another non-human. It's very good. Alright, opponent had recursion, opponent had removal, opponent was black-green, Robber of the Rich actually did work in that one, which is funky. Let's just roll back. Literal swamp. Alright. Let's see how round 2, or round 4 goes here. Sweet! Yo, this is a good curve. This is a non-human, so it will function. And this will attack for 2 and then get Ferocity of the Wilds. Garen Big will take a little while to get big, but is big. So, and will haste. So, let's keep that and keep rolling. I love this drawbridge. I'm scared to see what it does in non-red colors. Like, you know, red is the color that already gets haste. So, like, you know, you think like, oh wow, you're handing off haste, but... Sure. My 1 for your 2. Done and done. Okay. And just cycle forever young. Alright, I don't want mountains. Mountains are the worst draw right now. Because they don't help me get Garen Big any bigger. They do protect me from the Mind Rot they're going to play here, but maybe that's okay. Maybe that's fine. Protect me from the Mind Rot. I don't care. I'll discard 2 mountains. Ooh, okay. Order of Midnight. I love this card, by the way. I think this card's incredibly powerful. It's Gravedigger on a 2/2 flyer. Like, hell yes. But you got a lot of humans to be playing that Wildwood Tracker. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. The beatdown commenceth. Good, good. Also, this paladin is a knight, so this ogre will hand off Menace to my Garen Big. So, do you know Order of Midnight can't block? Just thought you should know. Anyway, we're not getting adamant, but I do not care. Red, green. Look at that. Did you see that mana spent? It was like red, green, red, red, green. Giants. 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 Buddy, that 1/1 blocking seems very poor, unless you've got a trick, in which case you're 2-for-1ing yourself. Oh, that seems even poorer. Have trample. Will travel. Uh-oh. My opponent's life total is 7? No, even the ghost boars can't stop us. I could have just played the tree folk, too. They would have had trample and had 7 power. But I wanted to get into the Garen big as possible. Oh, I'm so impressed by this deck. Like, it really looked like it was not going to be this strong, but... Hoofa! Been doing a lot of work. That wall is doing incredibly heavy lifting. You are not wrong. I think we want to go down this one here because this one has Murderous Rider and Wrinkle, and then I think next was getting red for Slaying, Fire, and Fervent, and then green because everything in green is really playable. That Halberd's so good. The Great Henge. But I want Murderous Knight, because that's a card I'll play a lot of, so... I'm glad, yeah, the robber is a human that is like the leader of this band of free folk, you know? We lost 1 game to a mulligan, right? Sure, I'm okay on this. It's slow, but I like the removal, I like the Frosty, I like an Ogre. I don't like 5th land. Alright, is their 2-drop gonna be removable? No. Ferocity of the Wilds, let's get that down. Ah, Lost Legion, that's a good card. This thing's very good. Like, again, Scry 2 is pretty cool on the Spirit Knight, not human. 1 top, 1 bottom. Trample definitely changes the math I think of on Orchestra Flame. I'm not gonna block that. That's asking for a trick. I'd block that if I had Scorching Dragonfire up, but not for no reason. Sure. I don't want to let them untap with a looting, tooling. So our hand is a lot of lands. We don't need that. Oh, that's triple bad. Ruh-roh. We got hit by bacon to a pie. So they got food. And no blocks. I'm still... It's the one I can't afford to make trades at this point. Yikes. Oh, this is horrible. I'll attack in anyway. Come on, Conrad, get in fight. Shit. You called my bluff. So that's 7. I need to be on the defense from here on out, which is for 1 turn, and it's not going to last. I don't... Cavalcade with Ferocity. I think Ferocity, like, actually makes it 2 before the trigger sees. From my gut reaction, because it's just... Alright, we cannot win from this position. Well... Yeah, I'll die. I will die no matter what I do to Sir Conrad, and I won't have a board. If I still had 1 creature left over, I wouldn't give it up. But I won't have any creatures left, so... Let's bring in the red cap melee, especially because it kills Conrad. I'll sack a land to kill Conrad. That'll be fine. Alright, round 2. This time with more spells. Alright, we're on the play. Technically correct. Okay, I'll keep this. I'll just put a mountain down. The Eldraine card you want with Cavalcade is Torbrand. Yeah, Torbrand is like +2 on all damage. Okay, the weasel. Wabba wabba. Equip Knight for 1. Okay, I'm gonna play defense there. So equip Knight for 1, then attack me for 5? I'll take 5, and then I'll just burn that down. Oh, no, you have a Joust. No! That's so much worse. Okay, now we need to draw our big creatures. We can haste in, we can get damage in quick, we got barge in to help out. If we can draw, like, the knights or something like that, let's just get damage rolling. Okay. Okay. They're holding something. Burn spell? Wow, alright. Egg, go find some mana. I'm sure that's what they're looking for. They're still only on 3. There's their 4th land. I want to play that lifelinker probably and +2/+2 it. That's what I do. Okay. Alright. They don't know the secret of our deck. Ooh, this is good. They just don't know the secret of our deck yet. Maybe, just maybe, we're okay. Fling next turn, that's 7+, we win. If they have another... Alright, so we need to draw Fling next turn and we lose, huh? But if we draw Fling next turn, we win, huh? Well, that's a mountain. Alright. Our opponent has a really powerful setup of, like, of black-red knights. Like, this Steel Claw Lance is extremely powerful, as far as, like, a limited piece of equipment goes. Having, like, Murderous Knights and a number of, like, removal spells to back it up. Like, nice stuff. Alright, that's our freebie. Let's go to the finals. A whackjack. Yes, I would like to play first. Yes, I will keep the 7. Goose? No goose. Oh, hey there. Alright, give me my card. Ooh. Trail of Crumbs, huh? Now, we can't use it, but... we can sure get our hand lower than our opponents. That's maybe important. Okay, so Trail of Crumbs makes a food. When you sack a food, pay 1. If you do, look at the top 2 cards of your library. You may reveal a permanent card from among them and put it in your hand. Rest at the bottom of your library in any order. Okay. So the question is that better than 2 damage right now? What's the good news? It's turn 3 and I'm attacking for 7. I'm reading Trail of Crumbs and deciding if I want to attack for hit my opponent for 5 or if I want to cast Trail of Crumbs. So that's like gas. This is for the turn, right? Yeah, let's go with the Trail of Crumbs, I think that's interesting. Okay, Trail of Crumbs. We get a food, and we can eat the food there. And this is just whenever we eat the food. Has nothing to do with, like, any other outcomes, right? Like... Wabba wabba. Okay, so they want a ramp. So I can eat the food with Marrow Leaf and then, like, pay 1 to do food stuff. Blue. Interesting. That's horrible. That doesn't do anything. Okay, now they're willing to trade. They have a bounce spell for this? What's your trick? You got it, boss. That was sort of kind of always the plan, so, you know. So this halberd has been beautiful. Like, I love this damn thing. so good. So we just want Rampart Smasher. Crunch. The years start coming, and they don't stop 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 coming. So yeah, no, this has been like a deck that wins on turn 4 or 5 in Limited. Sweet! Drawbridge makes things real nice. We're not going to be able to rob them, but that's okay. Play a red creature for me to red cap melee, please. It's not a red creature. Ooh, that's really good, though. So this is our only human, so we can't give the halberd to that human. Okay, Rose Thorn Acolyte. Yeah, this still can't attack him big enough. This has reach. Okay, they've got 5 mana. Ooh, okay. That might be something I have to red cap melee down. It's a little big. Not hasting that in because they've got a bigger creature. If they got fight spell, I look really bad here. Like adamant fight spell. Okay, Trail of Crumbs, we knew. Oh, but they've actually got like some food already. So that's a bit of a pain to work around. Not the worst, but not the best for certain. And another Mana Leaf, which I always read as Mana Leaf. Okay, red cap melee, taking out the witch is fine. Okay, we get a food. Do I want to force anything into combat? I can force things into combat with the Rider. I can just go ahead and have the Rider trade off with, like, Rosethorn. Or maybe the Marleaf. Oh, this will have Menace. That actually makes it more interesting in my mind. Now this could get real dangerous if this works. Is your final card in hand +2/+2 adventure? If your final card in hand is +2/+2 adventure, I'm going to lose, but it appears as though it wasn't, so we're going to go ahead and take our sweet, sweet victory. That went well. They can eat their food for grabbing more permanents. They can eat their food for 6 life. There's a blue, so they're not off the splash. What's their splash? Oko? Oko would make sense. You know, that's a powerful enough card to splash. Menace if blocked doesn't work, yeah. That's basically how that interaction functions, is that it doesn't. Oh, they've got their Rampart Smasher, alright. It's fine. Okay, so they can force my Robber of the Rich into combat. I don't know if they did or didn't. Okay. So they very clearly did force that block. There's the Rampart Smash. Hey! Okay, my adversary is really strong here. I can haste that. So, these can't block, but... So I don't even think we need to eat the food. Because, like, I don't need to force a block. This has... They have to block with a Rampart Smasher. This isn't big enough. This could force the Smasher to block it, but I'm okay if it, like, gets double blocked, because it's going to be... Yeah, this is fine. I accept this outcome. Whatever outcome comes of this. Really? That was not the outcome I expected. Okay, so we get a card. Another one. Nice. So I've got a food. Can force blocks. Their hand is 2 unknowns. They can eat that food for a draw. 4 mana. What's 4 mana? Pickup? Oh, is that double pickup? That might be the double pickup, once in Future King. So that puts Marrowleaf Rider on the hand and Rampart Smasher on the top. Okay, so their draw is going to be good. Luckily, it wasn't restock fully. Like, they didn't pay the triple green for it. That makes it just pick up both cards. They have to wait a turn to get the Rampart Smasher. 5th land is actually quite big here. Yeah, 5th land is actually huge because that's equipping my Rose Thorn Halberd. So this gets our opponent to 8, and we get a card. How does sack of food make... That's literally the text of the card. Sack of food, target creature blocks Marley for either this turn of Fable. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, That's tough. One top, one bottom. Alright, let's go ahead and do this play. Get in for 6. Oh, wow, taking the hit. Alright, I've got very bad news for my opponent about the cards in my current hand. Right, they played that last time. Hey, so do you know what a cool interaction is? It's called Trample Touch. It's a pretty sweet interaction. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart. Your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So it's wrong seeing the back streets. You never know if you don't go. We had them dead to rights like 12 ways there, and I just wanted to show them all off. That was it. All right, welcome to the 5-1 Gruul deck. That deck owned. I'm sad I can't kind of show you it again. We're at the end here, and you can't click on the deck anymore. But my God, the non-human stuff played really well. That +2/+2 trample trick is not real. The pike is the whole unholy strength in green is extremely strong. These are a couple of my takeaways. Drawbridge, real good. Yeah. I guess hold on, let me claim the prizes. Yeah, I also figured the card would be better than it looked, but I didn't think it would be as much better as it played. Alright, let's go and open some packs. 4 mana, 5/5, that can't be blocked by things is good. Yeah, I do, Emily Line. Let's open up some packs and talk about cards as we go through, and then that'll be the end here. We'll do some more of this tomorrow. The magic mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who gives me the most cards of them all? But yeah, like, things like the Red Cap Raiders probably would have increased the power of that deck. But the non-human stuff seems legit. Like, aggression is, like, a really good... You know, in draft, when our opponents slow down President Arc. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it a lot. Turn into a pumpkin. More food. This is a good trick, by the way. That's modes on Cryptic Command with a food token. Why would you not want modes on a Cryptic Command with a food token? But yeah, these some seem way better than others on this cycle. The 4 mana things. Lockmere Serpent, that seems over. Alright, Prisoner, let me check out this little... Yes, I enjoy that one and hope other people get to enjoy that too. Goose. Hope the goose gets updated. Covetous Urge. That steals cards from the grave or hand. This card seems good as well. I want to play more of that in Constructed. Fires of Invention is a card I've actually seen a lot of in Constructed. Players just playing Haymakers. You play Fires, you play Draw Spells, you play Haymakers, and you just go. Like, it's a funky card, but I appreciate it. Hey, there's a cat to go with. Hey, I'll take anything. A weapon rack, which is the opposite of serrated arrows. I, again, like that. Hypnotic Sprite. More cats. Good. I'm all happy about having more cats. Oh, this is a good reprint. This is a good card to exist in a format. What else? Savvy Hunter. This is the card I was thinking of when I said Food Liker on turn 3. This is a good Food Liker. It makes foods for very, very cheap. And it does things with foods for nothing. Yo! Cast off. Hell yeah. Apparently the animation on this card owns. So, enjoy that if you haven't seen it. Sir Conrad, the a lot of text is a very good spined worm. LC put Realm Cloak Giant as the best card in the format in Limited. Going through anything in the world that's Wrath plus a 7/7 that could be better than that. I believe it. Conrad gets a lot of damage done. Yo, I love this one. Feasting Troll King seems like a cool card for constructed decks. Some sort of top-end green. Sir Eleonora. Ah, here's the pumpkin. But yeah, this card was so much better than I expected it to be. I expected it to be Unholy Strength, but it was like Unholy Strength, and it, you know, it gives you something to do late. Ah, wishes. Good, good. That's another thing you can do with fires is wish. Shine Chaser, that's a 3/3 flyer if you can do it right. This is also very strong. Was pretty happy with the tree folk. Hey, and here's our other troll. Check out that goat token. Got your boot. Alright. But anyway, that's going to be it for tonight. As I mentioned, we're going to be doing more of this tomorrow, same time, around 7 o'clock start. So if you want to catch another one of these, that'll be the time for it. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you did enjoy this. If you want to catch when I do go live, other than, you know, that, you can always follow, see when I go live. You can subscribe, get access to the cool skulls, cool slime. If you don't, though, I'm just happy you're here having a good time. Anyway, that'll be it for tonight. Good night, everybody.